A judge in the United States has handed down the longest jail sentence yet over the January 6 attack on the Capitol. Oath Keepers leader Stewart Rhodes stood defiant before a federal court, claiming to be a political prisoner. North America correspondent Carrington Clark has more from Washington.
The judge very much indicated that he doesn't think that the threat is over. It's in fact far from it. The judge in this case was US District Judge Amit Mehta, and he actually directly addressed Stewart Rhodes, who is both the leader and the founder of the Oath Keepers, which is a right-wing militia. He said, "I have never said this to anyone I have sentenced before. You, sir, present an ongoing threat and peril to the country, to the republic, and the very fabric of our democracy." Now, Stewart Rhodes was found guilty of multiple crimes back in November last year, but including among them was seditious conspiracy, and that's defined as an attempt to overthrow, put down, or to destroy by force the government of the United States. Should we point out that Stewart Rhodes didn't enter the US Capitol on that fateful day himself, but instead the judge said he inspired dozens of others of his followers to actually do that, and that was a deadly attack on the US Capitol, attempting to stop the peaceful transfer of power from the then President Donald Trump to the now President Biden. And Stewart Rhodes, even though he'd already been found guilty in November last year, has continued to give interviews to media and continues to claim that this is a vast conspiracy without evidence that is keeping him in prison. And this is also a live issue here in the United States, because the current frontrunner for the Republican nomination, the former President Donald Trump, has been asked repeatedly whether or not he would actually pardon many of the people involved in the January 6th riot, and says that he is open to it depending on what they have done. So this is a live issue here in the United States. There have been hundreds of people found guilty for the part that they have played during the January 6th attack on the US Capitol, and there are many more still to be sentenced. But this is far from being just a matter of history here in the United States.